or as we say in the self-playing Yahtzee world, Peepo. It's your self-playing Yahtzee guide. How to play Yahtzee with yourself or with others using similar principles, but put them into practice in other ways. Now, this is a one-stop shop of everything you need to know about the game Yahtzee and how to play me versus me Yahtzee against you versus you. First of all, the most important part of Yahtzee are dice. These are the dice here. That's a dice, that's a dice, that's a dice. And we use many different styles of dice. So here they are. We've got the green, we've got the red, we've got the dark blue or regular blue, and light blue, and the purple and yellow. Now you may see there's only one yellow, and it's quite hard to see. So if you are playing, just have a think. This is very translucent and it looks like other numbers. And beneath, can you see? What number is this? Who knows? That was obviously a 6. But some of the, like 1, it's a bit harder. So we use one of those. You don't have to use one at all. It's just we started using one. And you can't go back on what you've done. If you've started it, you'll finish it. And that's the dice. Now, playing with the dice, we let's do a cool video thing. You ready? Yeah, we decide to play by who's the biggest dice. So the biggest dice go through. You can do this by rolling them with your hands and throwing them, then looking at the highest numbers. 6, 5, 5, 4, 4. We don't need a roll off here because we've got all the ones we want, and the yellow one isn't involved, which is wonderful. If though we were to have another 4 and another 4, just for sake of that, we would then roll with those, all the other 4s, and see which ones. Oh look, a 6 and a 6. Now they'll go through and they won't. And that's that. So that's how to start with dice. Another thing you'll need to play is, let's do a cool thing. Is a board. Now this one is specially made for me, and I'll put a link so you can download it so you don't have to buy your own. And it says me versus me Yahtzee, and then you can put the players in here. I put player 1 and player 2 usually, but there's lots of other me's that can play. Some boards have lots, so one person can use all the boards. Not in self-playing Yahtzee, don't do that. You put the one me there and you put the other me there, and you mark the scores. I know you're thinking, what with? A pen. That's what with. This pen here is my pen of choice, the Goranga Micron Graphic. We've used these for quite a while. I've got a little selection. There. I'm not lying. I do have a selection. They've all got different nibs. So that's like a brush nib. That's a little one. And you could even use a regularish one as well. They all mark differently on the page, so have a little go before your game, see what you're happy with, and you can mark on the paper as you see fit. This is the paper, as we've already said. There's 2 sections. There's the top section, which is the kind of the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you roll like this. And, I should say as well, you get 3 rolls. So let's go back a bit. When you play, you roll the dice, you get an extra 2 rolls, and you can freeze the dice you like. So there's quite a few 3s there. That's quite nice, isn't it? So I get another roll. I got 2 and a 6. Oh, I don't really want those. So you roll again, and I got a 2 and a 1. Oh, what a blow. What a blow. So I can either now on the board mark 1 for 1, 2 for 2s, or 3, 6, 9 for 3s. Have another scenario. The 3s are back. Let's try for those again. Oh, didn't get that, but I have down here got 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the making of a run. A run is 4 in a row or 5 in a row. I've got one more roll. If I get a 2 there, I'll have a large instead of a small. It doesn't happen, but I got one more roll, don't forget. It doesn't happen. But with this a training video, we can just keep doing this till we get there. It is. Wow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a large straight. That's 40 points. A good insurance policy, I would say. Full house is when you've got Let's guess this will happen. Oh, there we go. We need a 4 or a 2. There it is. 3 of one, 2 of another. That's a full house. There isn't a house fuller than a full house. That's something you'll find out very quickly. And you will be saying this to yourself when you roll one. There's not a house fuller than a full house. If you roll another one later, you'll be saying once more, the full house is already full. You can't be a full house fuller than a full house. That's okay to say. That's okay. 4 of a kind is when you get 4 of one. Like 4, 4. Next go. Yeah, another 4. And then the next go, you get another 4. Oh no, there's 6, 6, 4, 4, 4. That's a full house again. There's no house fuller. But you've got 3 of one. So you can do 3 of a kind here. And we add the total of all these dices up. That's right. All the dices get added up. And that's our 3 of a kind. But if that was a 4, for example, I can now say 4 of a kind. Chance is just whatever dice you've got. I can do that. I can add all these up now. Oh, look at this. This is really good. But I might try for the 5s a bit more. Oh, I didn't get them. Last roll. Oh, no, I've bummed it. Now I've got a bunch of 1s. It's okay. You can add them. 5 and 5 is 10. 2 on top of 10 is 12. 13, 14. You just put 14 down there. That's pretty poor. Really, top tip, you want to be getting about 20 there. Any less than 20, you're doing yourself a disservice. A little top tip of my own. You get 3 of a kind. I don't know. Roll, roll, roll. You got that. Some people would then say, oh, that's a good 3 of a kind. I would put it on 3 of a kind. What am I saying? I can't remember what I'm saying. I think I might be going opposite of what I'm saying. Oh, that's it. Sometimes I put lower things on 3 of a kind. And people have said, why are you putting it on there? Why don't you put it on there? Because 3 of a kind actually requires me to get 3 of the same. So it's actually harder to get than a chance, obviously. But if I've got it in my hand, instead of blowing the chance, let's blow the 3 of a kind. And then I'll get a goodie up there. That's right, get a goodie up there. So I think that covers these. These are all these added up. 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, we know. Full house, no house fuller than full house. The straights is 4 in a row, 5 in a row. The Yahtzee we'll show you in a minute. The chances is added up all the dice. That's what you need to worry about. Up here, there's a bonus. You might see here, score 35. If you can get over 63, adding up all of those scores there, you get a bonus of 35. Now that can make all the difference in a game. To get that, you want to score at least 3 or more in each section. Now I've got 4 or more. I'm actually ahead of schedule. Still 4 or more, so I will put a 4 on the 1s. If I do that with the 2s, let's hopefully score some 2s here. Ah, shit. If it goes out the thing, it's up to you what happens. I'm going to leave him off for now. Oh no, I'm not getting any 2s. So I didn't score really any 2s there. I only got the 1. So that would be 2 on 2s. That's nowhere near my quota. I need 3 of them, which is 6. But if I get loads of 6s later, it might recoup some of the losses from down below. Anyway, that's a little thing for our second video. More advanced techniques and strategies. Other things you need to know. 3s. 3s are hot? What does that mean? 3s are hot? Could be any number. Let's listen again. 4s are hot? 4s are hot. Are you mad? Yes, I am. I'm mad with heat. Look, 4 and 4 start appearing because 4s are hot. When a dice starts appearing more and more often, it means they're hot. And you have to shout it and let people know that 4s are hot. Now the next person has their go. Oh, another 4. Oh, blimey. Another 4. 4s really are hot. Let's see another. Oh, 1 didn't appear there. But if it did, you'd be screaming, 4s are hot. 4s are hot. You got to sound deranged when you're doing it. That's the real trick. 4s, they're manifesting themselves with some heat. Oh, 6s are kind of turning. 6s might become hot. Come on. A 6 is hot. Nope, 4s are back. Let's roll them all again. See if what's hot, what's not. 6s. This is actual science. This is like the science of the gods, you know. There's no proof for it, but it just happens. So right now, nothing seems that hot. 6s did seem hot, but there's loads of 2s all of a sudden. Are 2s hot? Four's back. But I reckon twos might be hot. Twos are hot, hot, hot. Twos are hot. Twos are hot. Now that, not only are they hot, they've created something called a Yahtzee, which is the name of the game. If you get all 5 dice the same, you scored yourself a Yahtzee. You put a big old tick there. We do a party popper. And it will all land. I don't have any more, I don't think. That's hay. Celebration time. Come on. Big tick. Some people get rid of the Yahtzee early on. Me 1, me 3, me 5 even me 4. They will get rid of the Yahtzee early on just to give themselves bigger scores here. But me 2, who is the once in a lifetime, well, it's a sportsman of his generation, really. Jingle Cup winner twice, potentially the 20th, the first person to get to 20 victories. We don't know, it hasn't happened yet, but he might do. And if he does, he will be renowned, I'm sure. People still hate his sweet style, but they're the haters. He will always go for the Yahts. Anyone could go for the Yahts, though. Could happen straight away. The actual person with the most Yahtzees ever was me 1 in one of the early one. He's the Lord of the Dice, said he. That's one thing that's said about him. So let's try and get a Yahtzee here. You roll them. Oh, now this is facing inward. This is another top tip. This is facing inward. You could point it down there. You could poke it down there. But because he's facing inward, we poke him down. That's a 1. Pokey 1. Got 2 4s there, so we're going to go for the 4s for the Yahts. Now we know, as per earlier, last roll, and we get it. Disappointing. We were so close yet so far. Good thing, we got lots of 4s. We got 1 more than our quota of having to have 3, so that's a nice little buff up there. Now me 2 would have his go. He would roll, and because he's an absolute Yahtzee hunting badass, he scores all of those. He just needs to get 1 more with a roll. He gets the 1, but he needs a 5. He will say at this point, come on, lady luck. Come on, lady luck. And he rolls, and he doesn't get it. That creates absolute desperation and panic within him. He does have that many 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20. You could put 20 on 5s. That's more than his quota. And actually, because it's 5 more than his quota, he can really pick up the slack that these digi-dodgy ones down there can do. If you cross off one of those, you're only crossing off 4 points effectively, compared to these where you'd be crossing off 20, 30, 50, whatever. If that's already taken, he's got his 3 of a kind, because there is 3 of a kind there. He's got his 4 of a kind. And he's got a big boy there with the 6. And he's got the chance he can rock off. Now, me 1 will roll. What will he do? Oh, 6 is a hot. From earlier, he rolls again. We're not going to see another Yahtzee. No siree. Again, push in. He gets 3 of a kind. You see, they don't come. He had a full house. That's nice. The Yahtzee's not coming. Some people get very despondent. But getting a Yahtzee is joyous. Absolute joy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't know if you saw that, trainees. Just needs a 5 or a 6 to get the large straight. He doesn't get the large straight, but he does get the small straight. You're playing along now. You're getting the gist of it. But what happens? Let's grab an older sheet that I can spoil, because this will be used in the next game. That's right. Bit of TV magic there. And you might see that I've had to print new ones off because they're weather worn. Got a bit damp in the old white room. I don't know what the real change is, other than I changed the font to be sideways because I thought that's more sporty, like it matches the thing. I like this called Vectica. Hey. That goes there. He comes out because he again will be used. I pick a pen at random. I don't know which one's which. Oh, lovely. Beautiful. Thank you to Micron Graphic for making good pens. So I'll do a little mini one here. I'll just do a few. So 1, 1. Ooh, most people would say, oh, they're a bunch of 1s, but me too would be thinking, come on, Yahtzee. He's hunting for it. It's always possible. Oh, he almost got it. There's the deformed dice there. He gets 4 1s. He could do 4 of a kind. Most people wouldn't do that, but a lot of people also cross that off. So 4 plus 6 is 10. So he'd put 10 here. And then we pretend he's had his go. And so he rolls again. And then 4, 4, 4. 4's a hot, 4's a hot, 4's a hot. There's a full house there, but who gives a crap? Because there's a Yahtzee to be had. It's not to be had, though, and he gets 3 of a kind, which is 4, 8, 12. 12 plus that is 13. 13 plus that is 18. So there's 3 of a kind there is 18. I need to get some up here for the example's sake. We've got 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Oh, boy. He's got a bunch of 3s here. He's going to go for them. There's full house, though. Get out of here. There's Yahtzee to be had. 3, 6, 9. 9 on 3s. I will do 2 more rounds just to show you how to sort out the things at the end. So we're going here at 5s. We want the 5s at the top. I want the 5s. Oh, and look, they're presenting. They're presenting. That's when they are presenting themselves. And that's 5, 5, 10, 15, 15 here. So just pretend all these evolve. We then get some kind of counting device. I use this. It's called the calculator. This is the Razzmatazz interim after we broke the other one on a train journey. And then the Razzmatazz counting device 2. This is only used for actual games, so I won't be using that right now. But we will then add this section to this section. 9 plus 15 equals 24. Did he meet the bonus of 63? No. Overall total, 24. And then down below, we've got 18 plus 10. Have to use this, you can't do it in your head, is 28. And then we add that to that. You have to use the device, you can't do it in your head, it's official. 24 plus 28, 52. So that would be his score. Well done. And then if he got less or more, you would then score at the bottom with the total. So that's not too confusing, and that's the way we do it. Again, only use this for official games. This was used for a few games until we got the replacement. Thank you to whoever bought me that. I can't remember. Yeah, so that's adding up. We've done writing, dicing. Oh, the me's. You could give yourself different me's to play with, different personalities. Challenge yourself. Have a little change of character. There's no point playing yourself with the same mindset. That's crazy. So let's get this 5 dice again. Okay, so I've got me 1, who is the straight shooter. He is the straightest man in the game. There's more dice than I need there. He is... Oh, that's good, isn't it? 1. Me 1. He... what does he do? He had the most Yahtzees in one game. He's the Lord of the Dice. He's strategic. He's smart. He's safe. He's calm, yet he's driven. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. And then you got me 2. Let's do that, shall we? There we go. Me 2 is Yahtzee driven. He's reckless. He's the wild man. Calls himself the once a sportsman. Once a generation sportsman. That's what he does. He's not once a sportsman. He's never been in a sportsman, ever. He doesn't really like me 1 because he thinks he's condescending. He doesn't like commentator 1, actually. He prefers commentator 2. He loves getting a good old yat, and the 2 appearing there, presenting to him. Then you got left-handed me, who is the left-handed assassin. Plays with his left hand. He lies quite a lot. He plays smart. No unnecessary risks, really. He likes to say that he did things on purpose. Yeah, I wanted those because of that. That's what I wanted, that, there. He lies like that, and he's horrible. He's horrible, really. Then you got competitive me. Oh, I didn't do that one for the last one. Just pretend. And then me 4 is the competitive one. He will play with spirit. He's kind of a mix of me 1 and me 2. He plays what's given to him. He hunts the obvious thing in front, though. So if he was to roll this now, he would say 2, 3, 4, boom, we're going small straight. He'd have no idea of the bigger picture necessarily. He will be laser focused on that. And then you've got me 5, the problematic Chinese me. He is just me that went to China. And when you've been somewhere for a little while, you kind of lose the way you usually speak. So he kind of drops a few of his words. So he speaks a bit like that. But that's okay. It's just me when I was in China. Look at that. Happy Chinese New Year. Thirsty me is me 6. He's gasping. He's so thirsty. He just wants to hurry up. He doesn't care really about playing. He just wants the game to be over. He's got... I don't know. He always speaks like he's about to burp, really. He makes watery sounds with his mouth. And then you've got me 7. Me 7 is pessimistic me. He's not sure about anything, kind of rolls with a bit of a He's not sure what to go for. He usually chooses the worst things because he doesn't want to offend anyone. But he did make it into the final of the Jingle Cup somehow due to scoring Yahtzees and kind of getting those buys straight through. He's hopeless and he's not very good. But he's got further than most in a cup situation. Now, oh, I didn't change his either. There we go. Me 8. Is 11-year-old me. I'm 11! He doesn't know why he's here. Usually does very well. He does good. He does good. He likes the rule book. He likes to read the instruction manual. He thinks the games are a bit lame. And that's him. Then you got me 9. The macho me. Oh yeah! He's a high flyer. He's a big hitter. As you can see here, big numbers, big strong numbers. And then you've got me 10, Scotch me. From Scotchland, loves a Scotch egg, Scotch toast, Scotch mist, Scotch tape. Oh yeah! He rolled and lovely Scotch numbers down below. And then you've got me 11, impressionist me, who plays randomly. He doesn't do many games. He's a bit sporadic. He likes to be like, oh, I'm left-handed me. Oh, I meant to do that. Or sometimes he'll do impressions of people like Christian Bale. I'm Christian Bale. Or Barack Obama. I'm Barack Obama. He's not very good with his impressions, in my opinion. But what can I say? Not much, to be honest. That's all of the me's you need to know about. You can create your own ones based on your personalities. If you've got any personality flaws, that's also really good to bring up. There's commentators. So you've got to practice kind of speaking in different voices. So me 1 is kind of speaking like this. I'm going to do really well in this game. I'm going to roll the dice. Me 2 is like, come on, let's go. Let's roll these dice. Left-handed me, there we go. Yeah, that's really good, isn't it? A little bit of a when he talks. But we won't do Chinese me. Then the commentator is like, yeah, this is really good action. We're setting up here. It's going to be great grounds for today's game. And then commentating me 2 is like, yeah, I can't believe that this is happening. The two and the 1 there. What are we going to get? We got another one. That's a full house. What do you think, commentator 1? Yep, he is flying through here. He's getting the scoreboard. Me too. What do you think? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I'm a little intense when I speak. I kind of speak like I'm going to get on with it and like you're distracting me. Whereas me 1, yeah, it's going to be a good game going forward. I just need to get my eye on the prize. That's a situation there that I've just made up. There was no game really happening and there was only me talking. And that's all the fun of me versus me Yahtzee is you talk to yourself. Now, ideally, the only reason I'm doing this is I want 50 subscribers. I want 50 subscribers so that I can do live videos and not have to record them and then edit them because that's boring. But to get 50 subscribers, and hopefully people will click on this link thinking that they'll find out there was a Yahtzee, but instead I'll hoodwink them and they'll watch this. But then if they start making self Yahtzee content, it might boom. It might be the big thing of 2024. And there might be some other disease that comes around. People stay at home. They start playing They play this. Me versus me Yahtzee. Self-playing Yahtzee. They could play against themselves. People would watch them, look for more content. They'll find the originator, the big guy, me. And I might get my 50 subscribers and I could do live videos so I don't have to edit the videos. That's the plan. That's the plan. That's the plan. Can I roll a Yahtzee? No, I can't. Why can't you? Because I'm a... Yeah. No, in a league game, this wouldn't count, of course, because he's rolling so many times. But there's the chance, the old chance, of just rolling a onesie. A one-roll Yahtzee. Requires the dice to be very hot. That's not going to be the case today. It's not hot enough. The dice aren't showing enough spark, enough spirit, enough testicular fortitude, as some may say. It's not happening. But that's the end of my video. If this rolls a 6, I'm going to go bamboozle. Nope, it's 4. Bye.